about you getting beat up by Jay-Z's like people? Like, what happened with that? Is that real or people making stuff up?
No, that's real.
Okay.
In a nutshell, Dame and Jay-Z already had beef.
Okay.
Prior to the world knowing.
That's a big business marriage. You break those up. You think Kanye fell from $1 billion quickly. Let them two get divorced. Somebody is not going to be a billionaire no more.
Let's talk about what everybody is talking about in this situation. Blue Ivy's dress. Oh!
It comes after the 12-year-old's gold strapless ball gown became the talk of social media when she appeared at the premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King.
Can you believe it? Choke No Joke just dropped a bombshell about Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it's all about how they're raising Blue Ivy. This isn't just your typical celebrity parent criticism. This industry insider is suggesting there's something much deeper going on behind those carefully curated photo ops and public appearances. Is this just another case of helicopter parenting in Hollywood? Or is there something more calculated happening behind those golden gates? Let me spill all the details.
Jay gave me a check. I kept my job at Rockefeller. I let it go because for me to get millions, which I should have did, and me still being in the street mentality, I didn't want to press charges on Jay-Z.
Right.
And trust me, darlings, this story has more layers than a designer wedding cake. The Carters have been under the microscope forever when it comes to their parenting. From those intense legal battles over Blue Ivy's name, can you imagine fighting to trademark your baby's name? To all those whispers about whether she's being thrust into the spotlight way too soon. But hold on to your seats because that's just the appetizer. Choke is stirring up old drama and connecting dots that have everyone in the industry buzzing. Whether you're buying what he's selling or not, you absolutely cannot look away from this drama.
His way of ducking and dodging news or scandals, I'm probably thinking, how am I going to get my out of this one?
Now, here's where it gets juicy. According to our outspoken friend Choke, Jay-Z is known for being the ultimate control freak when it comes to his image and brand. And guess what? He thinks that same iron-fisted approach is being applied to precious Blue Ivy. Every single time she steps out, every designer outfit she wears, every way she's portrayed in the media, Choke swears it's all part of some grand master plan to turn her into the next big thing. It's not just parenting anymore, darlings. It's full-on brand building.
United and defiant. Jay-Z, Beyonce, their daughter Blue Ivy, and Beyonce's mother Tina Knowles are sending a clear message that they're standing by the music mogul.
And let me tell you something. This isn't about those adorable little family moments we see on Instagram. Choke is hinting at something much more calculated, like every move is a chess piece on some giant celebrity game board. Every event, every appearance, every single designer look, it all feels too perfect to be coincidental, doesn't it? While he's not outright saying it's wrong, the way he's painting this picture has everyone wondering if all this spotlight might end up burning too bright for our little star.
She's 12 was trending on Twitter after online users started complaining about Blue Ivy's dress at the Mufasa premiere.
But wait, there's more. Choke isn't just worried about what's happening now. He's looking into the future. And honey, he doesn't like what he sees. We all know what fame can do to young stars. Some shine brighter while others, well, let's just say not everyone handles that pressure like a diamond. Choke thinks all this attention might be setting Blue Ivy up for some serious struggles down the road that even the mighty Carters won't be able to control.
It's interesting because I'm hearing people talk about like Beyonce's losing followers now just because of her conversation with, just being aligned with Jay.
Right. Well, I think that could be some truth to that. I don't know.
And trust me, Choke isn't the only one stirring this pot. As more people start weighing in on Jay and Bey's parenting choices, this conversation is getting hotter than a summer day in Atlanta. With supporters and critics both getting loud about this situation, you know this drama is only going to get more intense.
And earlier, because you're a mom, so I want to ask you this question. Earlier in my Hot Topics, we were talking about the backlash that Blue Ivy was getting with the dress that she wore for the Mufasa premiere.
God.
Now,
she's gorgeous.
She's so gorgeous. Now, you are a mom of a teen daughter.
Yeah.
So what do you think of her outfit?
Well, my mama protection, I immediately turned up real quick.
Let's rewind for a moment, shall we? Remember that jaw-dropping moment at the Mufasa premiere? Blue Ivy's appearance had everyone talking, but not everyone was singing praises. Jay-Z's longtime rival 50 Cent couldn't resist throwing shade. He posted and later deleted, but honey, the internet never forgets, a snarky comment about Jay-Z attending the premiere with his family, despite all these swirling rumors. 50 basically implied that they were just casually off to see Mufasa while their world might be crumbling. Talk about throwing salt in the wound.
Jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl.
But 50 wasn't done with his shade-throwing festival. He took it to another level by sharing this AI-generated video showing Jay-Z and Diddy in handcuffs, being escorted by officers, all set to KRS-One's Sound of Da Police. I mean, the nerve. The video wasn't exactly subtle, and it spread through social media like wildfire. Now let's talk about what really got the internet in a tizzy, Blue Ivy's outfit at the premiere. This gorgeous gold strapless gown had everyone talking, but not all the chatter was positive. Some fans were clutching their pearls saying, "She's only 12, let her dress like it." Others were typing away their concerns. "They got her looking way older than she really is. This doesn't sit right." The debate got so heated you could practically feel the keyboards burning. But don't think for a second that everyone's against the Carters. Some fans are riding hard for Jay and Bey, saying they're actually empowering Blue Ivy, not harming her. Christian Serrano, the mastermind behind that controversial gold gown, wasn't having any of the negativity. He defended his creation, calling it both stylish and perfectly age-appropriate. And can we talk about Mama Tina? Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, came out swinging. She posted the proudest grandmother message about Blue Ivy's confidence and achievements. And we all know Tina doesn't play when it comes to defending her family.
Blue Ivy also performed on stage at Renaissance. What was it like seeing her do that?
It was the best. Every night her dad and me would get on this platform out there and we would just be screaming our heads off like with no shame at all. Just like, Blue, Blue. And it was a great lesson for her too.
Even Christina Milian jumped into this mess, basically telling everyone to take several seats and let Blue Ivy live her life. She's been vocal before about how unfairly celebrity kids get treated, and she wasn't about to let this slide. Social media has been lighting up with support too. Fans are pointing out how Blue Ivy is just following in her iconic parents' footsteps, learning how to handle fame while keeping it classy. Many think the critics need to pipe down and are applauding Jay and Bey for raising such a confident young star.
And she's glowing. She's talented. She toured the world with her mom. Like, there's nothing you can say. You can't dim that shine, okay?
Yeah.
While Choke and his crew are out here questioning every little thing, there's a whole army of supporters who see nothing wrong with how Blue Ivy's being raised. Instead of calling it manipulation or grooming, they're saying it's just smart parenting, giving her the tools she needs to thrive in an industry she was literally born into. But whether you're team critics or team defenders, one thing's crystal clear. Blue Ivy isn't going anywhere but up.
He wanted to sell a story that he thought would get him higher subscriptions on YouTube. I don't with Choke because Choke knows the truth. He knows the whole truth and he's not telling it.
Now let me spill some more tea about this industry drama. If you've been keeping up, you know that Choke No Joke and Jaguar Wright are like oil and water when it comes to their takes on the music industry. Their feud just exploded when Jaguar came for Choke, accusing him of hiding the real truth about what goes down behind those VIP velvet ropes. She even had the audacity to say that Choke's just chasing clout with his sensational stories and doesn't have the guts to tell the whole truth. Choke wasn't about to let that slide. He fired back, calling Jaguar a hypocrite for condemning the same industry circles she used to run with. According to him, she was living it up in that inner circle during her peak years, doing the exact same things she now claims to be against. He says she only started throwing stones after she got pushed out. Talk about sour grapes.
Saying, yo, Choke, you got to get with Jaguar. You got to get with Jaguar. And I always tell him, no. I don't need to get with Jaguar. Because Jaguar is a person that was a part of the little clique crew they got in the industry.
The drama didn't stop there. Jaguar threw shade with a comment about how someone should choke that joke. I mean, the wordplay. But Choke kept his cool, saying he wouldn't stoop to her level with outright slander. Instead, he questioned her credibility, pointing out how she's never brought receipts for any of her claims about Jay-Z or other industry bigwigs.
Podcast I had him on, but he speaks on.
I wish somebody would choke that joke.
Damn.
This beef between these two industry critics has everyone's attention, not just for the tea they're spilling, but for how differently they're telling their stories. While Choke's positioning himself as this truth-telling martyr who got blackballed for exposing industry secrets, he's painting Jaguar as someone who's just bitter about losing her spot at the cool kids table. And with neither of them backing down, this drama's only getting messier.
I watched that whole Rockefeller enterprise crumble through a lens. You know what I'm saying? I was the fly on the wall.
But hold on to your seats because there's more. Choke's spilling ancient tea about what he witnessed during his Rockefeller days. Apparently, the split between Dame Dash and Jay-Z wasn't just business, it was personal. He's claiming that Dame's relationship with Aaliyah was a major source of tension, especially since Jay-Z allegedly had his eyes on her first. According to Choke, this rivalry was what really started the downfall of the entire label.
We're trying to shoot at Beyonce too. And that was it for Jay. Like, damn, you took Aaliyah, like, now you shooting at, like, this one too?
And the plot thickens. Choke claims that Dame later tried to get close to Beyonce during her early days with Jay-Z. Can you believe the drama? While nothing came of it, Choke says this just added more fuel to the fire of distrust between the former partners. What started as creative differences turned into an all-out war. When Rockefeller finally fell apart, Choke suggests that Jay-Z didn't just walk away, he made calculated moves to ensure he'd be the only one left standing. He paints Jay-Z as someone who's always playing chess while others are playing checkers, always thinking about controlling the narrative and eliminating any potential threats, whether they're rivals or former friends.
All these people, Dame looks wrong for his tone, right?
Right.
But Jay-Z's 10 times, 100 times wrong than Dame because you called this man and you let him black out on all these people instead of saying, yo, Dame.
Now here's where Choke ties everything together. He's suggesting that Jay-Z's need for control isn't just about his career anymore. He thinks Jay is orchestrating Blue Ivy's rise to fame with the same precision he used to build his empire. In Choke's mind, this isn't just about raising a star, it's about creating an untouchable legacy. Speaking of untouchable, let's talk about that infamous incident that left Choke with a fractured jaw and completely changed how he saw Jay-Z. According to Choke, this wasn't just some random fight. He claims Jay-Z's crew came after him when he wouldn't hand over some footage they wanted to keep buried. Things got physical, and Choke says he literally paid the price with injuries that left both physical and emotional scars.
Jump me or whatever, try to kick the camera out of my hand. And when he tried to kick the camera out of my hand, I moved the camera and his foot went and caught me in the chin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that impact went hard and it fractured my jaw. Right.
Choke's been crystal clear about one thing. He believes that incident didn't just leave him with a broken jaw, it put him on some sort of industry blacklist. He claims he's been blocked from opportunities ever since, forced to navigate an industry where Jay-Z's influence is everywhere. To Choke, this wasn't just about a fight. It was Jay-Z's way of showing who really runs things in this business. But here's where it gets complicated. While some people feel for Choke's experience, others wonder if this old grudge is what's really driving his constant criticism of Jay-Z. After all, it's pretty hard to stay neutral when you've got such personal history. But Choke insists this isn't about being bitter. It's about exposing what he sees as unchecked power in the entertainment world. Whether it's personal or principle, this grudge adds another juicy layer to Choke's ongoing battle with Jay-Z.
You knew it wasn't gonna last? Or you surprised?
No, I know it wasn't going to last when I got jumped.
Okay, no detail. What do you mean you got jumped? By them?
By Jay's people.
Damn.
Just when you thought this couldn't get any more dramatic, enter Remir Satterthwaite. The 31-year-old man claiming to be Jay-Z's secret son is back in the headlines, and honey, He's not playing around this time. He's filed a new lawsuit claiming Jay-Z's been dodging a paternity test for over a decade using every legal trick in the book. This bombshell has put even more pressure on the Carter family as they try to maintain their perfect image.
It is important that I know who my biological father is, just because, you know, my mom's health, I don't know if it's coming from our family or it's coming from the other side, and that would be something I really would want to find out, because, you know, in the future, you don't know what could happen.
The timing couldn't be more explosive, especially with Blue Ivy's star rising faster than a rocket. At just 13, this girl's already got a Grammy. She's voicing Disney characters, and she's sharing stages with her superstar mama. But we all know fame is a double-edged sword, especially for young stars. Look at the history. For every Leonardo DiCaprio or Natalie Portman who made it through the child star gauntlet unscathed, there's another story like Macaulay Culkin. After Home Alone made him a household name, poor thing faced so much scrutiny and personal struggles. And let's not forget Lindsay Lohan. She started as this incredible young talent but ended up dealing with legal troubles and public criticism that would make anyone's head spin.
But like I said, I don't pursue it in any kind of any way. Like, I don't have agents anymore and things like that.
Is that because you're just not interested, or?
Yeah, kind of not interested. I don't really like the pursuit of it.
Now, Blue Ivy might have the most powerful parents in the game watching her back, but even they can't completely protect her from the pressure of constant public attention. Critics are worried that all this early fame might create more problems than opportunities, especially with drama like her father's alleged secret son making headlines.
The director, Barry, is a really sweet person, and he tells me ways that I can improve in my lines, and he's very supportive of me and tells me in the nicest way possible.
But let's look at the flip side. Having parents like Jay-Z and Beyoncé means Blue Ivy has access to the kind of industry knowledge and support that most people can only dream of. If they play their cards right, this environment could help her not just survive in the spotlight, but absolutely thrive in it. Still, between Rymeer's lawsuit and Blue Ivy's growing fame, the Carters are stuck in the middle of yet another headline-grabbing saga. And with each new development, it's getting harder to separate their personal drama from their public legacy. Y'all, this story has everyone talking. Is Choke just stirring up drama for attention? Or is there something real behind what he's saying? Do you think there's any truth to his claims? Or is this just another attempt to drag the Carter name through the mud? And most importantly, how far is too far when it comes to commenting on a young person's appearance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because we're dying to hear what you think about all this drama. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe so you don't miss our next juicy breakdown, and definitely check out the next video on your end screen. Trust me, it's just as scandalous.